IXL section Z.1 polynomial vocabulary. Okay, so in this IXL, they're basically gonna have you answer some easy questions. All right, I've broken them up into different categories. The first type of question that they're gonna ask you has to do with the number of terms in each expression. Okay, so up here it says that terms are expressions or numbers that are added or subtracted. So what you see that's being separated by addition or subtraction signs, those are terms. Okay, so in these questions, they're asking you to find the number of terms in this polynomial. So this one right here has 2. Those are the 2 terms. This one right here has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. And this one has 1 term. Pretty simple, right? So those are some of the questions you're going to get, all right? Find the number of terms in this polynomial. The terms are the expressions or the numbers that are added or subtracted in a polynomial. Okay, así que en este IXL tienen diferentes tipos de preguntas sobre vocabulario. Okay, una de las primeras preguntas son de cuántos términos están en este polinomio. Los términos son las expresiones o los números que están sumando o restando. Así que todo lo que ven que están separados por un signo de sumar o restar es un término. Y este aquí es solamente un término. All right, let's move on to the next type of question that you're going to get. If you have, by the way, if on the IXL you get stuck or you're getting them wrong, and you're not sure why, look at the video, pause it so you could see what you're doing wrong, because this is pretty simple. All right, so look, the next type of question that you're going to get has to do with the degree of a term. All right, they're asking you in each question, find the degree of this polynomial. Find the degree of this polynomial. Okay, the degree is the exponent that's on the variable. Okay, the degree is the exponent that's on the variable. So for this one, this monomial, the degree is just 7. Now when you have more than one term, okay, it says it up here, to find the degree of a polynomial, find a term with the largest degree. Okay, so if you have more than one term, the degree of the polynomial is the highest exponent. All right, that's the easiest way to say it. All right, so like the biggest, if you have more than one term, because you have a polynomial, then the degree of the polynomial is the highest exponent that you have. So the degree of this polynomial is 8. The degree of this polynomial is 6. The degree of this polynomial is 7. And by the way, I know that this is a monomial, but they're referring to all of them as polynomials, as a type of polynomial. All right. Okay, so again, if you have more than one term, the degree of the polynomial is simply the largest exponent in the polynomial. Okay, así que el degree, el grado de un término, el degree, es el exponente que está en el variable. Y si tienen un polinomio, si tienen más que un término, entonces el degree o el grado de ese polinomio es el exponente más grande que tienen en ese polinomio. Así que por eso es que este sería 7, este sería 6 porque es el exponente más grande y este sería 8 porque es el exponente más grande. Okay, now they're going to combine both of those questions. And here, as you can see, they're asking us both for the number of terms and the degree, okay? En esta pregunta nos están preguntando para el número de términos y el degree. All right, so the number of terms in this one is 1, and the degree is 1, because the exponent is a 1 there. Here, the number of terms is 3, and the degree is 3 because of this exponent right here. On this one, the number of terms is 1, and the degree is 1 because there's an invisible 1 right here. On this one, the number of terms is 2, and the degree is 4 because 4 is the largest exponent right there. On this one, the number of terms is 1, and the degree is 1 because there's an invisible 1 right here. And on this one, the number of terms is 1, and the degree is 3 because that's the exponent on that monomial. Okay? All right, and there's one more type of question where they're going to ask you to classify the polynomial. Okay, now look, I put it up here, all you have to know. If the polynomial has one term, it's a monomial. If it has two terms, it's a binomial. And if it has three terms, it's a trinomial. And if it has four or more terms, it's just called a polynomial, so you would select none of these. When I did the IXL, I didn't see any of these, but I put that just in case. Okay, así que esto es una otra manera que le van a preguntar que tiene que clasificar el polinomio. Si tiene un término es un monomio, dos términos sería un binomio, tres términos sería un trinomio, y si tiene cuatro o más términos simplemente es un polinomio y tienen que escoger que es ninguno de estas opciones. Cuando yo hice este IXL yo no vi ninguna pregunta que tenía más que tres términos, ¿ok? Pero por si acaso le puse eso. All right, so classify this polynomial. This one's obviously a monomial because it only has one term. This one has two terms, so it's a binomial. And this one has three terms, so it's a trinomial. I think that's pretty easy. Again, if you get something wrong and you feel like you're not understanding it, look at the video, pause it at whatever section you need to pause it at. But I think this IXL should be one of those that you could do in like 2 minutes, okay? Este IXL lo deben poder hacer en como 2 minutos porque es bien fácil. I'm sorry, I got one more type to explain, okay? Se me olvidó que tengo otra cosa que explicar. Okay, here's another way that you could classify the polynomial. Again, I put like the short explanation is right here in red, okay? So you can look at the red box for just the quick explanation, okay? Aquí le dice básicamente lo que tiene que hacer. So if the polynomial has a degree of 1, it's a linear polynomial. Okay, if you look at this one, the degree is 1. So it's a linear polynomial. Remember, the degree is the exponent that's on the variable. And if you have more than one term, the degree is just the highest exponent in this polynomial, or the largest exponent. Okay, así que como este polinomio tiene un degree de 1, tiene que ser linear. El degree es el exponente más grande que está en este polinomio. All right, so here's another example where it's a linear polynomial because the degree is 1. Okay, now over here, look at this one. The degree is 3. So if it's a degree of 3, that means it's cubic. Okay, si tiene un degree de 3, tiene que ser cubic. This one has a degree of 2, so it's quadratic. Because it says right here, if it has a degree of 2, it's quadratic. This one also has a degree of 2, so it's also quadratic. If it has a degree of 2, it's quadratic. All right, so hopefully you'll find that easy and you should be able to complete this IXL really fast. And there's another lesson coming after this one. All right, so stay tuned for the next lesson.